afternoon, everybody. My name's Sandra and I'm the School Liaison and Events Officer at Furness College. And we're just following up on yesterday's assembly that was delivered to your children. Basically, I'm going to go through a short PowerPoint and it's going to follow what's currently on screen at the moment. So your child had a virtual assembly yesterday. We didn't do the live lunchtime student question and answer because the assembly was in the afternoon. And then last night we were online for any parents who wanted to chat with me or with our expert panel or with our apprentice. So basically, we're going to find out about a choice of courses, what college life is like and your next steps. So we'll move on to the next slide. Welcome to our first College Goes Live virtual question and answers. So basically, we're just here today to answer any specific questions that may have come in on our chat. So again, I'm Sandra and I'm the School Liaison and Events Officer. And today I have with me Kane Fleming, he's our Digital Marketing Apprentice. But we also have a member of the subject areas and she's on our expert panel, and it's Claire. So I'm going to let Claire just introduce herself and go through things.
Hiya, I'm Claire Croskery. I'm a lecturer in IT, Media and Business at Furness College's Channelside campus. So I'm here today just to kind of answer any questions from a tutor perspective. I think from my point of view, it's more important than ever now that students are making the right choice about going into a future career, looking at what interests them, looking at what they're good at. I teach IT, Media and Business, as I said, but all of those subjects have an element of employability skills within them. So no matter what study programme you choose, whether you study at our Channelside campus or whether you're over at Rating Lane doing A-levels, C-Techs or B-Techs, it's got such a varied variety of things that you're going to learn. So not just your subjects, but also really key employability skills like communication, teamwork and resilience, which is more important than ever in the current climate. We've got fantastic facilities at both sites as well, and it just means that we can really bring the subjects to life and really make sure that we're giving the students the best experience that's going to lead them on to their chosen career path. Thanks, Sandra, back to you.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide. So there we are, the beating heart of education in our community, and why should you say yes to us? So Furness College is the largest provider of education and skills training in the area and throughout Cumbria, and we are currently based on 2 campuses. One at Channelside, which is our vocational and higher education establishment, and our Rating Lane sixth form. So in 2019, we were rated good by Ofsted, and within the inspectors were praising the quality of our provision because it is second to none. So we have the biggest choice of courses in Cumbria, ranging from apprenticeships through to our A-levels, our B-Techs, C-Techs and on to degrees. So you could actually start a course at any of the campuses, but carry on right through to degree level. And that's a really exciting thing that we offer. We've also been successfully selected to run T-levels, and we'll explain a little bit more about them, but you'll have had those in your assembly as well this morning from Sue Hannon. So they're due to start running from September 2021. So why would you come to Channelside, or what does Channelside offer you? So like I said, we offer full-time vocational courses, apprenticeships and higher education, and the actual campus itself is a £47 million build with state-of-the-art facilities. It's just supersonic. It's got everything you could possibly imagine. Skills training and apprenticeship training to a large number of employers in the area, such as BAE. So we offer all of the training to a lot of the large firms within the area. So that's a big string to our bow as well. And we also have a vast amount of apprentices who study with us on a weekly or block release basis. So we focus on providing high quality education and skills training for both young people and adults across Furness and beyond. So we don't just work for school leavers, we can offer a full range of courses right through from leaving school right through into your adult years and onwards. So we are sort of there for everybody. We've got amazing facilities We've got learning hubs for each sector within the college. So it doesn't matter which course you study in, there is a place where you can study and learn and maybe do work when you're not on timetable. We've got sports facilities. We've got an absolutely amazing gym, and you can actually get a gym membership for a very small fee. And we also have a fantastic hair and beauty salon, which is open to members of the public to book in and have treatments and appointments done. So we've just got so many amazing facilities. So when you come to Channelside, you would only pick one option because these courses can be equivalent to 3 A-levels. So you can only undertake one choice. Alongside this course, you will also, if you don't have your maths and English at grade 4 or above, then you would need to retake your maths and English, and this will be built into your programme. So you would pick one of these subjects and study maths and English alongside if necessary. Our sixth form, we have around 500 students, is average between 16 to 18 pupils. So that's really good. So, you know, you're not in oversized classes and you can spread out and enjoy your time there. You would study either A-levels, B-Techs, C-Techs, T-levels and GCSEs, and you can mix these together to form your study programme, and it will be built into your timetable. So, you know, you don't have to just take A-levels. You might want to do some B-Techs, or you might want to do 2 A-levels and a B-Tech, but we can work that out with you as we go through your application process. So our tutors, the specialists at post-16 teaching, and treat each student as an individual. So you're not a school pupil now, you're coming into the adult world and you'll be treated as an adult. So it's a nice feeling. Research shows students who join a sixth form college are better prepared for the next move to university. Because you're not there all the time and you have a study programme, you know, you're sort of becoming an adult, which prepares you for that move onto university. So that's something to think about when you're choosing your options. It's also a proven path to university and to higher apprenticeships, and they're becoming quite big within this area. We have a wider choice of courses than a school sixth form, so we can offer, like I say, from C-Techs and B-Techs, but the subject range is massive, and it's, you know, you can pick basically anything you want to study. We have a 100% pass rate, and of that 100% pass rate, we have 57% A star to B in 2020. Well, that's excellent as well. So that's a really good point to note. So when you come to our Rating Lane campus, you can choose 3 subjects. So out of all these subjects, which is what we were saying, there's a massive amount there, and some of them you may not have studied in school, but you may have a strong interest in certain areas. So now's your time, you can put them together. If you were an honours student, then you would be able to choose 4 subjects. So 3 or 4 dependent on your grades from school, etc. So T-levels, these are really new subjects, and these are being brought in September of 2021. So as you can see from the screen, you'll do an industry placement, which is really important, 45 days out in the community working in the industry that you want to move on to. And that's going to prepare you for, you know, moving on to employment or moving on to going off to university. So as you can see, it's 80% classroom based and 20% work. So there's a balance. You know, the classwork is really important, but obviously the work part as well is also something that's going to be really important. This new qualification is also equivalent to 3 A-levels. So it's just different than doing a standard A-level, but you know, you're going to find out more about this as we go through the academic year. So here we go. What are these? So as you can see, it tells you there that they've been designed for businesses and employers, and we're going to be delivering 4 of them from September 2021. And as you can see, they're listed there. So we've got health, we've got science, we've got education and childcare, and we've got a digital T-level. So Now we're going to have a bit of a few questions. So we're going to invite Kane to come forward, who's the digital marketing apprentice, and me and Claire are going to answer the questions that come up. So I'll hand over to Kane.
Hello everyone. So here's a few frequently asked questions that people tend to ask when they're worried about coming to college. So, when is lunchtime during college?
Claire, do you want to do that one?
Yeah, of course. So it will depend on what course you're studying and your study programme. But for example, at Channelside, there are staggered lunch times. So my classes usually either finish at 12 or 1. So you get an hour for your lunch time. You don't all go together, but you do get an hour for lunch either at 12 or 1. You can use our facilities on site. We've got good canteens at both campuses, at Channelside as well. We've got a shop so you can get some of your lunch there, or we've got facilities as well where you can kind of heat up your own food if that's what you want to bring in. And obviously as well, you've got the option to go off site. So it will depend on your study programme, but generally you're going to go at either 12 or 1.
That's great. And if I have a problem, who do I go and see?
Right, I'll deal with that one, Claire. So when you come to college, we have a vast area of support within college, and our student services team are amazing. So you could go to student services if you had anything that you wanted to discuss. This could be just around maybe not feeling well. You maybe don't know which room to go to. You know, you maybe just want to talk to somebody, and student services are there for you. But you can also talk to your personal progress coach, and every student will have them within every subject, and they're basically there to deal with any issues you have day to day. If you do need anything further, like counselling, etc., we also have counsellors who work for college, and we can direct you to those as well. So just reach out and you can speak to anybody.
That's great, thank you. And if I find that I've picked a course and it's not right for me, am I able to change courses during the academic year?
Right, I can deal with that one as well. Yeah, up until October half term, if you start your course in September and you find out that it's not really for you, and maybe you think that you might have picked the wrong course, then speaking to your tutor or your personal progress coach or coming along to student services, we would look at other options available, and up until October half term you would be able to switch course. After that, it would be deemed that you've done far too much work so far, and trying to catch up in another area may not be possible. But obviously we would work with you and we would make sure that you were settled.
That's good to hear. And do you offer extra support in any subject areas?
Claire, do you want to deal with that one?
Yeah, that's fine. So if you need additional learning support, you know, perhaps that's something that you've had at school or you have a learning need that we need to be aware of, you can actually tick that on your application form. We've got a brilliant department who will help you with any kind of learning support that you might need in classes. If it's just that you don't quite understand a certain subject or there's something you're not quite getting from your lessons, you can always speak to your tutor and they'll be happy to kind of go through that with you. We've also got some brilliant staff in our Learning Resource Centre who are really good to help you with study skills. So whether it's, you know, independent learning remotely via our VLE, which is our virtual learning environment, or even just planning and managing your study time, we've got loads of staff in the LRC who are going to be able to give you brilliant tips and advice that are going to help you just make studying with us a bit easier. So whatever it is you kind of feel that you need support with, there's always going to be someone at Furness College who's able to help you.
That's excellent.
That is good, thank you. And how long do lessons typically tend to last in college?
Oh, I think that's you again, Claire.
Yeah, no problem. So again, with your lessons, it obviously will depend on what study programme that you're studying, and it will depend on whether you're at Rating Lane or Channelside. But to give you an example, I teach a level 3 IT course. I see those students for one session a week, and that session usually lasts about an hour and 30 minutes. So there is time in your study programme that will allow for you to do independent work and study in your own time. But yeah, from my experience, my classes usually last around an hour and 30 minutes. But obviously, when you apply, when you're accepted onto your chosen course, you'll be able to ask your tutors then more specific information about what your timetable's going to look like.
That's great, thank you. And just one final question. If I don't have a lesson, do I have to stay within college for the full day?
Right, I'll answer that one, Claire. Yeah, so basically you will work to your timetable. So your timetable is specific to you, and if you don't have a lesson, maybe you're only in for the morning and in the afternoon you don't have anything, you don't have to stay for the day. You can leave and you can go home. A lot of students like to find part-time work and they like to try and fit it around their timetable, so this gives you the opportunity to do that. But if you want to stay and study within the college, you could go to either of the campuses' libraries or our learning resource centres, and you can study within there and then go home at the end of the day. So it's entirely up to you.
That's great, thank you. And that's all the frequently asked questions.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Kane. So it just leaves for me to say thank you for joining us today. And as you can see, you can go to the website on this final page, and we will be taking applications for courses from the end of November. And you can go to the Furness College website and click the Apply Online button. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me, and I can always be there on the Furness College Facebook. You can get me on Messenger, or you could drop me an email. If you do the info at Furness and sort of say you want to speak to Sandra, they can direct it straight to me. Have you got anything else to say, Claire?
No, just I think the main thing is that there's a place for every student at Furness College. So no matter what you want to do, even if you're not quite sure at the moment, we've got experts in place to help you. But most importantly, there is a place for everyone, and we will do our best to make sure that you get on a course that you're going to enjoy, you're going to be good at, and it's going to lead you to the right career. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people next September. So yeah, I teach IT, business and media at Channelside. That might be something you're interested in. If not, you might be more interested in A-levels over at sixth form. But no matter what it is, I hope to see a lot of you in September.
Yeah, we all do. It'll be great. So thank you for your time, and we'll sign off. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.